What's going on, guys? Vulkan here, and today we're island hopping to farm tons of upgrade materials so we can get our gear as high as we possibly can and then progress through all of the end game tiers. Now, this route I'm going to cover is extremely easy to do, doesn't require a high item level, and gives you thousands of Guardian and Destruction fragments, as well as a huge pile of Harmony Leapstones and Harmony Shards, all of which are going to help you upgrade your gear super fast. Now, there is a drawback. Lots of these quests are roster quests, which means they are a one and done. So you want to complete these on a character that you want to, like a main, and then take advantage of all the materials. Now, obviously, there are some that are account bound, so you can just funnel them to your main if you would like to. If you prefer to like clear them on a sorcerer and then kick them all over to your paladin, you can still do that, but just know that you're not going to be able to go to each island every single time and complete these. Now, the best thing about this process is that it is incredibly fast. Now, I do recommend reaching level 50 first. Honestly, it just helps speed things up. You kill things more quickly, and it just makes a lot more sense. Now, also, remember to keep all of your chests unopened until you actually need them. This helps keep things tidy and allows you to select the items you need rather than guessing, especially when it comes to those pirate coins, right? There's like 15 different ones. Some vendors require a Gilia coin, others require other coins. It's a mess. So in terms of timing, I was able to complete this entire route in about 2.5 hours, and it didn't even feel like that. You just kind of blasted through it. Now, one last thing before we get started, make sure to check your Una's tasks to see where those and these islands overlap, because again, you want to work smarter, not harder in Lost Ark. I mean, this is a game that you want to stack as many things up as you can and then knock them all down at once. So let's go ahead and let's get things kicked off with our first island called Serenity Isle. Now, this is an island off the coast of Luterra. It's super fast to complete. All you want to do is pick up the purple quests and then run those until you need to visit Mirai Ruins and Tortwake's Heart. These are two dungeons you completed throughout the main story. Now, here you have a choice, right? You can do those dungeons now and earn some upgrade materials plus a skill potion, or you can wait to complete it later on. Now me, I waited. I went through the whole route and then went back later on. It seemed to work out well for me, but I know some people really want those extra skill points as soon as they possibly can. Now, once you're done with Serenity Island and you're done with the dungeons, if you go that direction, we're gonna go ahead and head out to Toto Silver. This is another very fast island to complete. Now, the nice thing about this one is that most of the objectives, if not all of the objectives, are literally right where the quest giver is. So you literally grab the quest, do something, and turn the quest back in. So it is very fast. So pick up all the quests here, run them to completion. You're going to earn more upgrade materials, a frustrated emo as well. So make sure to open that up in your inventory and add it to your emote menu. Now, once you complete Toto Silver, you want to set sail for Freedom Island. This is a very kind of low maintenance island. You do a few quests, you'll get some engraving chests, but the next thing you want to do is set sail for Blackfang's Den. Now, this is an island that features the pirate Blackfang and her spunky sidekick. Now, here you're going to be picking up skulls, swords, you're going to be killing rats, fending off attacks from other pirates, and you're going to be completing all of these quests, but you will reach a point where you cannot progress anymore, and you're going to have to visit Peyto Island. So what you want to do is go ahead and stow this quest for now. We'll come back to it later, and you want to go ahead and set sail for Lullaby Island. Now, this is another place that will not allow us to finish the quest line immediately. However, we can still capitalize on some really awesome materials. So Lullaby Island is going to send you on this journey to talk to hidden fairies. Now, there's a trick to talking to these fairies. You have to answer in a certain order in terms of dialogue options, or else it'll restart the quest. So for the first fairy, you need to choose the first option twice and then the second option. For the second fairy, you want to choose the second option twice and then the first option twice. For the third fairy, you want to choose the first option twice, the second option twice, and then the first option twice again. This is going to progress the story to a point where you need to complete an event. Now, this event is going to take place every 2 hours. You're going to see a ton of players here, so it's not like it's going to be something you're going to miss. Now, I would highly recommend placing a Bifrost teleport here and then come back when the event's up. That makes things easier. You don't have the whole kind of sailing travel time. You don't need all of that stuff. However, there is a hiccup. You do need the Song of Resonance in order to complete this quest. Now, luckily for us, that is going to be something we're going to pick up on this quest chain. So we're going to be able to pick that up and kind of continue working forward and then come back to Lullaby Island here in a little bit. So for now, we can't do anything else for Lullaby. Let's go ahead and progress to Astella. Now, this is the island of the falling stars. And I gotta say, guys, this is one of my favorite islands just for the aesthetic. I mean, the actual quests here really aren't that exciting. I mean, you just circle the island a bunch of times until you gather enough stars. There's a couple other things you do, but it was still worth the trip, right? You get tons of materials, you get some engraving books, and just the view of the island is really, really cool. So once you're done with Astella, I would highly recommend stopping in Annika to repair your ship, replenish any items you need, or just take a break for a little bit. But once you're ready to roll out, go ahead and head north up to Panda Island, aka the Lost Ark Mists of Pandaria. Now this island has two purposes. One, it gives huge amounts of materials through those roster quests, but it also has an event that hands out small amounts of materials as well, as long as you continue to complete it. So if you want to cosplay as a panda for a little bit, stop here, have a good time, eat some bamboo, take a couple naps. The quests themselves are super easy, but there is one step that does require you to find these hidden paths on the island, and it's really a pain. So here's a map that's going to show where all of those hidden areas are. Trust me, follow the map, avoid pulling your hair out. If you are a glutton for punishment, you can try to figure it out yourself, but if you want it, there it is. Now, once all the pandas are done and your quests are complete, you want to set sail for Starlight Isle. Now here, you're going to complete all of the quests until you reach a step that asks you to go to Shoeshire. So what you want to do is uncheck the tracking for that one, because we're going to pick up a couple other quests, and those will also send us to Shoeshire or around Shoeshire. So we want to make sure to knock them all out as efficiently as possible. So go ahead and uncheck the tracking for that one, and we're going to head out to our next island, which is actually a cruise ship called Peyto Island. Now this one has a ton of stuff that we actually need to do. So the first thing, you want to head up to the upper deck and then finish the quest step for Blackfang's Den, and then pick up the quests Iceberg Inquiry. This is going to give us a new quest line going up to Glacier Island, which is up near Shoeshire. Then you want to complete Becoming an Idol, which rewards the Sway emote, which you will need later on for Dreamgull Island. Now lastly, pick up the Song of Resonance from Treasure Hunter Ingrid for 16,500 pirate coins. You're going to need it for Lullaby Island, because remember, I mentioned earlier, we need that Song of Resonance in order to complete that event that's on Lullaby Island. So if the event's coming up, you can go ahead and head back there and just knock that one out. You have to do it 3 times in order to get the song that we need to do Dreamgull Island. So it's a bunch of kind of interwebbing stuff. I'll have a video on it, but just know for now, if you want to go get a head start on that, go back to Lullaby Island and complete that event, or we can keep progressing to the next island. But either way, we're done for now with Peyto. Now, the next island we're off to is Dreamgull Island. So for this one, we need a song from Lullaby Island. I just mentioned it, the Forest of Minuet. So if you're missing it, honestly, you can't do too much on this island. So I would say just skip it for now. Or if you want to, you can dock and then try to complete as many of the quests as you can. It's your choice. Either way, we're going to head back out to sea, and we're going to go to Golden Wave Island. Now, Golden Wave has some big material chests and engraving books. This island is a little bit trippy because it has just tons of chests that are constantly spawning. Now, most of these are going to drop resources for the quest chain, but you can also get the island token from these. So if you want to spend a little bit more time trying to get it, then go for it. Otherwise, finish this incredibly short quest and then move on to the next island, Shadow Island. So Shadow Island is probably one of my favorite places aesthetically. I mean, it just reminds me of this like old-timey Transylvanian style tower of horrors. And I mean, it kind of is, so I guess they nailed it. But this island is going to send you up through multiple floors of a tower, and you're going to complete these quests against tons of enemies. Now, unfortunately, the questing here is literally the opposite of how cool this place looks. You have to run up to these floors multiple times to complete multiple kill quests and find multiple dead bodies. And it just feels very out of place against the otherwise kind of okay questing experience that the other islands have provided. So you're going to have to kill 100 enemies, turn that quest in, get another quest to kill another 100 enemies, do that, and then go back and then turn those in and get a quest to go fight Rictus, which honestly might be a wall for some people because he does require a high item level. So that's kind of, up to you. If you're able to kind of take him down, then continue working forward. If you're not, I would highly request just stowing this one for now and continuing onward to Kalthertz. Now, a quick kind of note on the kill 100 enemies thing. go up to the 4th floor with all of these harpies. Do that one. It has the most mob density. You can get it done very quickly compared to the other floors beneath it. So let's go ahead and let's talk about Kalthertz a little bit. So Kalthertz is this prison island where a group is basically auctioning off slaves. Now the whole quest line here is about purchasing slaves to then release them. Now the first series of quests is extremely straightforward. I mean, you literally just answering questions. But then you get into an area where you have to choose the slaves to purchase, which will be released. And this is where a little bit of RNG comes into play. So you can buy up to 5 slaves per day. And once you do, they're going to send you some items in the mail. Now, unlike other mail pieces, you actually have to go to a mail carrier in order to access these. Now, this is still on Kalthertz, so you don't have to leave Kalthertz and go somewhere else. So open your mini map, look for, I think his name's like Trey. So look for Trey, and then you can go open up those mail items. Now in the mail, you're going to receive some money, some materials, and a chance at the island heart, but you'll also receive the items for the quest that you need called collected information. You need to get 3 of these on the same day in order to proceed. If you don't get them, then the quest will reset and you'll have to come back the next day to try again. Now, if you do, you can go ahead and turn that quest in and then choose White Wave Island as your stop. Now, White Wave is very, 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 very fast. Literally, you're going to pick up 1 quest and then head out because it's going to send you to Rowendale. And then from here, you can go up to Shoeshire and complete the quest up there. Even if you've already completed the main quest, we still have to go up there to complete these roster quests to get all of those materials. But folks, that is the end of the route. We've gone from Lutera all the way up to Shoeshire, hitting the best islands in between. So at this point, you should have tons of upgrade materials, especially, like I said, if you've already completed Shoeshire, you should just be sitting on an absolute mountain of materials. Now, I was able to take all of these, like I said, from this route and raise my eye level from 310 to 420. It was crazy. Now, you can obviously continue grinding out a few of the islands that have events to earn even more upgrade materials, but there are some other methods out there as well, like Infinite Chaos Dungeons, Guardian Raids, and Rowendale Dungeons. So there are a whole bunch of different ways you can actually go out and get these materials. But that wraps this video up, everybody. I hope that this island route has helped you get a huge kickstart for your main character and gets you as close as possible to tier 2 content. Now, if you like Lost Ark and want to learn more, consider subscribing because I have tons of plans for this game. Lots of content on the way, and I hope that you all enjoy it. But I did want to say thank you so much for all the support. It has been literally unreal. I mean, this past couple weeks has just been so crazy in terms of channel growth, in terms of meeting people. I mean, a lot of the people that have shown up in Discord have just been amazing to interact with, and I couldn't ask for a better community. By the way, if you do want to join the community, there is a link in the description below. We'd love to have you. So this has been Vulkan, everybody. Again, thank you so much, and I will talk to you on the next one.
Sound off one and all, everybody. Don't take what you openly handed. Reach up and grab the world by the hand and watch what comes along.